Hi.
Hello, Ina. Are you there? Hello, Ina.
Every time I do this, it's like a new mode.
There you go. Happy
One
New Year.
second.
Okay.
1 second. I'm gonna figure this out. It's not rocket science.
Well,
Here we are.
there you go. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
Great to
Doc.
see you again. How'd your
Yeah.
holiday go?
Well, let's see. Like the only hiccup was New Year's. I, you know what? The funniest thing when I go to somebody's house, I don't know if other people have this experience. Um, but I eat things that I would never eat in my own home
For sure.
ever.
For sure.
Or like out in a restaurant.
For sure.
Yeah,
But that's
it was
but
it
that's
was
the
it
spice
was
of
a
life.
mess up. But I
Uh-huh.
I I'm back down to 119,
I
even though
love it.
I plan to be 1 second. I'm fooling with this
Sure, sure.
cord. Just 1 second. Yeah. So I plan to be down to 116.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Soon.
well,
Soon, right?
yeah, it has to be soon because I'm almost there. And
That's it.
so, okay, I
Do it
I don't know
fast.
if I don't know if I was 119 the last time we were on a call,
I don't
but
remember.
I maybe I'm not sure. But so my original goal is 119, and I found out my scale is right because one
Okay.
of my friends confirmed it by
Okay.
weighing herself at my house and then
Okay.
again at her house.
Okay.
So okay.
So then it's as accurate as she is,
Yes,
right? And her
yes,
scale, right? I mean,
yes,
you have
yes,
to
yes,
actually get little weights to, and that's how
yes.
you would know how accurate it really is using little 20-pound weights or 10-pound weights, whatever. But okay.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea. Maybe I will do that sometime. Um, so I think that um, ooh, um, so in the last few weeks, I've come to terms with that 119 is not the right
Okay.
place to stop
Right.
because I have gorgeous dresses that are made for probably 17 or 18 or 20-year-olds
Okay.
that have money to blow on dresses.
Uh,
And and
and so
you
you
know,
want to be in,
I want to be perfect in those
good.
dresses.
Yeah, I love it.
I
I love that.
I I I mean, I'm almost perfect, but not in every dress.
Perfect.
Like there are some styles that are not forgiving,
Right.
like kind of like like a short, like a mini dress that has like a flare type of skirt, and unless you really are perfect, um
So here's the
you're not going to feel great. And I want to feel perfect.
perfect.
I
And let me
just
tell you something also. There's something about actually being done that is just amazing. It's such a huge weight that's lifted off your shoulders. It's like, oh my gosh, because so much of our time is focused on trying to lose weight for so many people. I mean, it consumes a huge amount of our existence, right? But once it's gone, once you're no longer trying to figure out how to lose weight and no longer worried about doing it, wow, it just opens up so many new opportunities. You feel like you have all this time on your hand. You feel it's really an amazing, as I say, a very liberating feeling. So yeah, let's just do it. And if your goal is to lose just 3 more pounds, oh my gosh. I mean, this is like the end of a long, long race. Just sprint for the finish line and be done with the whole thing, right?
let me ask you, Doc. Um, what um, like like how I guess once you're so let's say once I'm at 116, I might adjust it more if I think I that there's anything more to
For sure.
lose.
For sure. Perfect. I love that.
But I never it's
How tall? Remind me how tall again you are?
um 5'7", and I
Yeah,
did
yeah.
measure myself like since
But
you advised it just in
but
general during your
you
chat.
definitely feel that you've got 3 more pounds to lose.
For sure.
Then go
Because
there
when
and
I
then
try,
reevaluate.
yeah,
You
because
know, go
when
there
I
and
try on
reevaluate.
that dress, I'm
Yeah.
like,
You
That's
know,
not the best picture that I
exactly. You know,
imagine.
here's the beautiful thing about the diet, right? It's like, I guess, a big clump of clay. You can create a bowl or a mat, a sculpture of some sort. And if you don't like it, you can, modify it, add a little bit more clay to this area, rearrange it however you want. You can adjust your weight up and down. You can fine tune it to a half a pound if you want to. But there's a couple things though. To perfect your body's physique, you really want to go a little bit below your ideal weight to know that, okay, I'm too low.
You
Now,
have to go to the too low point.
right, so that you know that you're too low. I just feel too low. I don't like this. So that then when you gain a little bit
What
more,
does that
it's perfect.
feel like? That's
I don't know,
like
but you'll see.
unimaginable.
You'll
I
see.
feel like I feel like we're talking about like, when you're in space, there is no gravity.
Right, right.
And I'm like, well, yeah, I
Well,
guess I
but here's the thing.
can
It's not
picture
something
that.
it's not something you always have to intentionally do. Let me tell you, once you get to your goal, you're going to be spending a lot of time there. Ideally, years and years and years. And in that amount of time, there will be short stints where you will drop lower than you've been in a long time. And you will truly feel, okay, I'm just too thin. I just don't like this. Fine. That's when you'll do it. You don't need to do it intentionally, and you don't need to
Yeah.
do it now. Let's get down to where you feel really comfortable, and then let's just stay there for as long as you can. But again, there will be times when you will drop too low, and you'll know. But that's just fine. That's all normal. Believe me, you've got still, even when you feel like you are too low, you still have plenty of reserves on the body. It's not like,
Yeah.
you're endangering your health in any way. I mean, that's so much reserves.
Right, 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 right.
If, the average 5'4" woman, if she drops down to about 60 pounds or 70 pounds, I mean, that's crazy low, right? They're anorexic and they're running into a lot of health problems. We're not even going near that range, not
Right,
even
right, right,
close, right? So it's just not even an issue, okay? But there will be, and you'll know it because you get really thin. I mean, my aunt is really, really thin, really thin. She's I want to say maybe 5'8", and she's barely
Uh-huh.
100 pounds.
How much?
100 pounds, really thin. She just, now I mean, is she unhealthy as a result? No, but let me tell you, she has zero reserve, right? She's on the borderline of being anorexic. She really is. But she does it for a lot of other health reasons, particularly musculoskeletal issues. So fine. But again, you've got plenty of reserve. 116, you're gonna feel really good. And you will get there because if that's sort of your ideal goal in your mind,
Yeah.
getting there is such a tremendous relief. You feel like, oh my gosh, I'm here. This is exciting. Now I get to play with it. I get to flaunt it. I get to show it off. I just get to have fun. And I get to go to parties and I get to eat a lot. Once again, everybody there may see you eat a lot, but they don't see you eat less when you're at home and alone
Yeah.
and just maintaining, right? So it's all
Right.
good. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's going to be really good.
I lost it. I went up 3.5 pounds and I
Okay.
lost it in 3 days.
So how did you lose it, or what made you lose it, or why? I think for so many people,
Well, the first time it took me a month to lose the
okay,
3 pounds,
right,
which was Thanksgiving. It took me
right,
a whole month to
correct.
get
In
back
fact,
down.
the last time that I checked your weight, you were 121. So you were 2 pounds heavier than you are today. So I
Yeah.
don't know if you were last time we spoke. It might have been 119. I can't remember that conversation. But the last time that you recorded, it was
I don't remember.
121 thereabout.
Okay.
So
So
you're
yeah,
definitely
I don't
down from
know.
there, which is great. But it took you a month to lose the 3 pounds the first time. The second time, how
Right.
long did it take you?
3 days.
3 days. Now that's much more perfect. Okay, that's exactly what I like. So then you lost it faster for a couple of reasons. Number one, you have less weight on your body, so you're just simply less hungry. Number two, you know how to do it. There's no fear associated with losing fast or with eating a small amount of food. There's nothing holding you back from just doing it. Number three, you're a little more active. And as you're active, your metabolism is increasing. Remember what I say, getting thin increases your metabolism. So it'll be easier to lose weight and you'll lose it faster. So for all these things are great. Number four, you are increasing your muscle activity a little bit. Again, increasing your metabolism. So there's a lot of reasons why you're losing weight faster the second time around. A lot of it, though, is just experience and control. You've done this, you now know what to do. There's no fear. You just do it. And you get it done. And you realize, you know what? It really is not, it's not a big deal. I don't mind being a little bit empty after a meal because I love the end result. So I'm going to go back to my thing, because for so many people, they'll lose weight and then they start to gain it back. They'll gain 3 pounds, but they're unable to stop the slide, and they continue to gain weight, gain weight, and gain weight, and gain weight. But you obviously were able to stop the slide, turned right around and lost that like this. Why? How? What was it that
Okay.
enabled you to lose that weight? Or
This
why did you
time,
lose weight? Or what was it that
yeah, there's
that
this cake. There's this
okay.
Russian cake
Okay.
that I finally got my hands on because I went to Brooklyn, where
Okay.
all the Russian bakeries are. And it is, I'm sure, high calorie, but I was willing to give up everything else
Okay.
and eat only that cake, 2 ounces or 5 bites of
Right.
it for each meal
Perfect.
until I didn't want any more.
Fair enough. And I'm sure you enjoyed your meals because you enjoyed
Yes,
the cake. It was
a
really good,
lot.
right? So perfect.
Yes.
So I love that. I love what you did. But I guess my question is this: why did you do it? Why? Okay, so
Because
obviously,
it was not an option.
okay, so,
Leaving my goal
right,
was just not an
it's not
option.
an option. And I think when I look back on it, for me, I sort of felt the same way. There was just no way I was going to gain weight. And when I did, because I had that, everyone restarts to regain a little bit of weight at some point along the journey. And I
Mhm.
think when I did, I started to realize, you know what? Eating is good, eating is fun, eating is enjoyable, it's relaxing, whatever. And yes, we can keep it going because it's fun. It's a form of entertainment, right? So yes, eating is a form of entertainment, but it's not, this is what I was thinking, it's not as good as being thin, as just the state of being thin. So for
Oh
me,
yeah.
as hard as it is at times to deal with the hunger, it was worth it because I ultimately wanted to be thin more than anything, right? So I found a way to just buckle down and just do it. Now you did too. You went to the cake, which is brilliant, right? You go to the food that you love the most and you commit to that. I'm going to eat that, but nothing else, which is fine because you're satisfying your craving, but you keep to a small amount of it, and boom, that weight comes right off, right?
It does.
I
It
think
totally does.
I guess then the bottom line is this: you have to want to be thin. It has to not be an option. Remember how I started the book, right? There are 2 kinds of people: those who really want to be thin. I mean, really want to. They mean it, right? There are those who want to lose weight or want to be who who want to lose weight, but they don't really mean it, right? Or those who want to lose weight because they don't like the fat, and those who want to lose weight because they want to be thin. And I want you to want the end result. I want you to want to be thin and derive all the benefits of it. Well, obviously, I don't need to speak to you about that because you've already got that. And that's why you were able to turn that little bit of, few pound weight gain right back around and lose it. And in fact, faster than you've ever been able to lose that amount of weight before, right?
Absolutely. And one of the motivating factors for me are those dresses,
Oh,
because
I love it. Whatever
you know
your
what?
incentive is, whatever the incentive is, be it your dress, being your ability to run faster, be it your just because you just like the way you look
Well,
when you get out of the
I
shower,
think
whatever.
for most women, it's clothing that's a motivating factor. And
Great.
I mean, just trust me on this.
Yeah. Well,
um, and so there's a few dresses and a few leather pants
mhm.
waiting for me to really be a little bit
I love it.
thinner,
I love it.
and I can't wait to wear those. I have to shop because
Right.
I just can't not, now that I can see all these like obscene dresses that would look beautiful on me.
Oof. Isn't it great?
I
Isn't
cannot
it
stop myself.
exciting? Isn't it
I
exciting to
also
be
I also have a new respect for
right?
women who go out with their significant others,
Uh-huh.
um, looking, I don't want to say trashy,
Right.
but I really mean trashy. I have respect. I have respect for those women because they can afford to wear that. They're
In that sense, I hear what you mean by in that sense of
they are
tragedy.
not saying I am available. They are
Right.
not saying you can, right. They're not saying any of the things that maybe people attribute to that style of dress.
Right.
But what they
They're
are
saying,
saying,
you know what, I worked hard for this.
I can afford to dress like
Fair
this,
enough.
not in terms of money, but in terms of how my body looks.
Perfect. And confidence and whatnot. But here's the other great thing, okay?
It's
here's
amazing.
Yeah, it is an amazing thing. The other great thing, I mean, in today's day and age,
it gets better than that.
Well, there's this thing, but
I can't imagine anything better.
Well,
right
in
now.
this sense, just in this sense, and you sort of already alluded to it, but in this day and age, you don't find adult women who are in your body frame, you know, at 116,
Yes.
114, right? You just don't find it. So where do you find the clothes for that? At high-end
online,
or
Facebook,
you know, high-end
Instagram, they find me.
Adolescent women's store, right?
Well, no, not really, but like Facebook advertises.
Okay.
I don't know. They know how to find.
Okay,
their
so maybe they do. But I guess what I was driving at is you would truly fit into a lot of quote unquote girls' clothing.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Which means if you can find high-end girls' clothing, it comes a lot cheaper than it does just because.
I promise you, they don't make girls' clothing in the obscene things that I've been buying.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, I don't know enough about it. That was just a thought I had, but it just doesn't work that way.
I hope that my husband can find places to take me wearing these clothes because
I love this. You know, I'll be honest with you. You know, I love this conversation. I love the fact that you're out there.
I would really love to show
it's almost
you
like you're an
what's in my
advertiser.
closet. Can I just show you what's in my closet?
Sure.
Okay, great. Let's go.
All right, I love it. But this is fun. This is great. I love it.
Yeah. Alexa, turn on the master bedroom lights.
So all in all, I mean, I guess I would have to go back here, but
okay.
You started about 140 pounds, 100.
Okay, this is not really obscene, but it's a bodycon dress.
Okay.
Okay. You can't really. Okay.
I can't really tell.
Okay, so I'm gonna hang it. Yeah. This is like.
Yeah, I like it. I do like it.
Stretchy bodycon. Okay, those are not obscene.
No.
Obscene coming. I'm so proud of myself.
I love it.
For having obscene clothes at 44 and 7/8.
That's right.
Let's see.
And you know what I think in part? This is what I'm kind of hoping in part. I mean, I think that those dresses that you're showing there, they look great. Oh, I like that.
It has a lot of holes on the sides. So it's hard for me to really properly, like if you can just imagine a lot of side holes.
So you have to just be careful when you make sure that it's covering the right place at the right time, right?
That's the least of my concerns.
So here's the thing. I mean,
This is the dress with the bottom, the bottom that is not forgiving to anything except perfectly thin legs.
I love it.
And
the only thing about this dress, though, I can't see how small the waist is. And I think what I'm looking for is a really thin waist.
A thin waist.
My waist is by the dress alone.
Truthfully, that's another reason why I think I'm not sure what my final weight should be, because right now, and I was going to ask you this question. Okay. So,
by the way, before you ask me the question, I think that showing these dresses, and they're beautiful. I think it's neat because it's an incentive for everybody out there to say, hey, you know what?
Absolutely. I want
I'm
to
gonna
share
be
my
Ina. I
joy.
want to do what Ina's doing because I want to wear the same
This
exact
is
thing.
motivation. This
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
totally motivation. I wore this dress a month ago in Florida. I wore
Again, see, when you
oh
show that dress, though, okay, so here's my thing. When you were showing that,
just bodycon dresses that
but,
aren't forgiving
but
to the stomach.
fair enough, but the last dress you showed, I didn't see a silhouette look
Okay.
with the way
Okay.
the cut is. Now, maybe I don't know. Maybe dresses don't come like that, but I would have, I don't know. I want to see. Well, go back to your initial question.
Okay.
You said you had a
So
question.
here's my question. This is an
Okay.
important question along the lines of our conversation. So my waist right now is about 69 centimeters. 69
I don't
centimeters.
know what that is in inches.
So, okay.
I'd have to
So
calculate.
the perfect, it's about like maybe 27 and some change.
It's pretty
Okay.
thin. Sounds good.
But like, like the perfect, historically, it's
Mhm.
always been considered like 90, 60, 90, which translates into, I think, 34, 34, 24 or 25 inches waist,
Okay.
and like
You're saying you're
34 inch hips.
a couple inches more in the waist than you would like to be.
But yeah, like a lot of inches.
Okay.
The difference. So like, okay, so let's say 24 inches is the ideal waist
Right.
for someone who is like, who doesn't have any extra fat. Okay.
Okay.
Um, which is like a lot of the models.
Right.
So if I'm like 27 or 27 and a
Right.
half,
How much weight is that?
so 3.5
Inches.
inches, I have on my waist. I mean, I do feel a little bit of fat,
Yeah.
and I do feel like my stomach kind of like bulges a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, I'm afraid that's like 10 pounds.
I don't know. I'll be honest with you.
Or
I just don't know. But I'll be honest with
people,
you. But when
yes.
you lose weight, you're going to lose it from that area. So it's going to lose very quickly. And as you
Oh,
lose
okay.
even these next 3 pounds, you'll be really impressed with how much of the waist fat goes away. Okay.
Okay.
So you're going to really start to see, this is what I'm talking about, fine tuning your weight. You're going to really settle in as we start to get down close to your goal. You're going to be like, oh my God, I can lose 3 pounds in 3 days like you did. But oh my God, the change it makes on my body. I mean, I can see why getting to the finish line is so powerful and provides you with so much control. Because really, you do realize it is all in your hands at this point.
Yes, it is.
You can titrate up and down your weight and get exactly what you want to. I don't even know what that is.
It's a skirt. It's
But
very short.
it looks great.
Whatever.
Yeah, it looks great. So again, I mean, these clothes look fantastic.
They're so much fun. I just can't wait to be able to wear. There's more obscene things which I haven't gotten to yet.
Well, this is
And these are all outdoor clothes.
Now,
not like lingerie.
Let me ask you, of all these things,
honestly, yes.
Of all these things that you've shown me,
Uh-huh.
do you wear them all right now, or is anything too tight?
Well, the too tight is, I have 2 pairs of jeans waiting right over here.
Okay.
And one is like a leather style.
Okay.
And it's really kind of small. Like I could barely even get it on
What's the waist on it?
Well, it says 4, but it's not as big as most sizes.
Okay.
Most 4.
Okay.
So that one is too small, and then this one I've had for 3 years.
Okay.
waiting its turn. This one is a 26, but I think it's a smaller 26 than usual.
So
actually, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So here's the thing. When did you lose you said you lost 3 pounds after the New Year's?
Yeah, so but I was at 119 before New Year's.
Okay. You
And
went up
then I went up to like whatever 123
to
or something.
122, 123.
Yeah,
Now you're back down to
and
119.
now I'm back down for like the last like 2 or 3 days.
So that's what I'm
And
wondering. So you came back down those 3 pounds, and then you've
yeah,
owed. You've just been
yeah,
same last 2 or 3 days.
yeah,
Is that
so I
right?
need to hit it a
Okay.
little
So we need to hit
harder.
it again. Just
Yes,
remember, as
today might be
quickly.
one of those days. I may have today because I'm hungry now, and
Good.
I had much less dinner than I normally do. And
Good. Leave it like this. Look, today will come, and today will go. And tomorrow, when you wake up, you won't remember being hungry right now. So just let the day pass. You're not going to miss out on anything of any kind of significance or importance. Beautiful dress.
okay.
Beautiful dress.
Oh wait,
Love it. Okay,
wait.
that is awesome.
This one. Wait. This one I just love. Oh, I think I could. This one looks amazing. It has lots of holes
Yep.
in all
Oh,
different
looks good. A little more
places.
sporty, a little more
Yes,
youthful.
yes.
Yeah, I like it. But I think
And
the last one was I'm not like a clothing expert, but the last one was just beautiful. It was very,
oh,
very glamorous. Okay.
wait. Okay, this is like a leather type of dress, which is actually surprisingly forgiving.
Okay.
But you definitely don't want to have a poochy tummy.
Right. I can see
Um,
that, and I have, I just, again, it's midsection. I can't see how tight it gets around your waist. That's the issue.
well, I mean, I told you my waist size. It's a 27 or
27.
27. I'm thinking 27 and a half,
Okay.
which is it's small, but it's not
Correct.
like
I hear
models
you.
are.
I hear you. Because remember, my waist right now is a 28. I'm a guy. So,
Okay. You
so
mean in jeans or
in
when you
jeans,
measure?
in jeans, you
So,
want to measure whatever. I wear a
but
28.
it's
Sometimes
okay.
it's
I guess
27.
in ladies' clothing, it's a little different. Like
There is going to be a little
you
bit
could
different.
wear like I could wear size 26 pretty regularly
Okay.
now, but my waist size is bigger. It's
Okay.
at least 27.
Now, let's have this conversation again after you've dropped the next 3 pounds. It
Yes.
might be that we need to get down 5 pounds, but let's do this, okay? Let's start. I mean, as you already have, let's start tonight.
Right now,
Tonight,
I'm gonna be
tomorrow.
less tomorrow. I'm gonna be less than 119. I'm thinking.
I love it. We got another day, but we're still in the very, very beginning of 2019. I mean, when we're done with this whole thing, you won't even be but halfway through the month and already have completed an extraordinary New Year's resolution of reaching your weight in your goal in weight loss. I mean, can you just imagine? I mean,
And I
that's
want to have a birthday celebration.
absolutely.
Because my birthday is on the 22nd.
All right.
And I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I want it to be I
Extravagant. Just,
extravagant. Yes,
yep. And you deserve it,
extravagant.
right?
Yes,
Absolutely. Have a
exactly.
blast.
Yes.
Yep. So that
Uh,
is exactly right.
yeah.
So, so you deserve it. Okay. So here's the thing, though. Then just think about that dinner you're going to have
Oh, I
for
don't
your
care about the
birthday.
dinner. No, I don't know. It's not about dinner. Who cares about the dinner?
Well, whatever, whatever,
I want to go. I want to go dancing. I want to
and look
put on.
amazing and all that kind of stuff. So
But I don't know which dress yet.
imagine the whole atmosphere and everything, how you're going to look and how you're going to feel. Just imagine it. And now let's do the work to get it done. And that day is not very far off, and you get to live out your dreams. That's what I want you to remember. That is why it is worth being a little bit hungry tonight.
Yes.
I guarantee
And
you.
every night.
That's
I
right.
think I want a photographer at my birthday
For
party
sure.
in a Russian restaurant
Oh,
or
it sounds
something
great.
like that. Dancing. I don't know.
Oh, it sounds good. It really does. It sounds great. Oh,
Um, so okay, so the waist thing. So when somebody's close to the finish line, um, is it typically that in women is the fat typically around the thighs and the waist, or it's
Everyone's a little
different
different.
for, I
Everyone's a little bit
see.
different. Remember, for me, it's all about the waist, right? It's all about
Yeah.
getting that tight. Then we're done. Here's the great thing: if you've got extra weight around your thighs or your
Mm-hmm.
hips, right? You've got plenty of reserve. I mean, you can see it. You know it's there.
Yeah,
Your
for
body will
sure.
access that fat just as well as any other fat. So you don't have to worry about going too low. But if the entire body has no fat on it, then you're always wondering, well, gosh, if the last fat remaining on my body is right here around the waist, do I want to use it all up? I want to have some reserve, right? So that's always a consideration. But if you've got a little bit of extra around the thighs and the hip, brilliant. You're golden. You know, you can continue, you can afford to continue to lose it around the waist until your waist is done. You understand?
So it's going to be perfectly flat at some point, like
Yeah.
without even sucking it in.
Yeah, oh yeah. For sure. That's the way I am. For sure. And I'm a guy. For sure, for sure.
Wow.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, you're not that far away. See, that's the thing that I want you to
But
realize.
even a
You
few
know, because
pounds feels so far away.
I know, but it does. But the reality is, it's amazing how quickly now that you get close to the end, how quickly you lose fat from around the midsection. You know, people always say you can never lose fat from around the belly. It just never ever seems to go. And my thought is, well, or what I tell them is, look, it's because you haven't lost enough to start using that. Yes, it tends to be the last bit to go, but when it starts to go, as we get close to the finish line, it goes very fast. So
Mhm.
this is why things get really fun and exciting at this point. Really good. What are you
I
doing to me?
found
You're poking at me. Ouch. I don't know what you're doing.
a dress I haven't shown you guys yet.
Yay. Oh, that's nice. It looks good. That's for
Yeah.
like a. No, it's nice.
It's who cares what it's for?
It's for
It's very short.
yeah.
And that's the way all dresses should be.
Looks great. Looks great. I like it. So I'm really excited. I think you're doing fantastically well. It sounds really good to have made it through December and through New Year's,
Yep.
and to
Yep.
be at your lowest weight that I've seen you at, I think is brilliant. I just, yeah, we really need to push hard than these next few days. Again, I don't want to be carrying out these conversations too many more weeks in the future. I want to
Nope.
talk instead about all the benefits of being done, of being perfectly done. That's what I want to talk about. In fact, I want to have that conversation next week
Mm-hmm.
where you are done, done, done. Come on.
Well, these are leggings, and
Okay.
they're very thin, and this is a matching
Matching
top
top. Oh, looks great.
from Zara, and
Don't know Vera.
Zara,
Vera Wang.
Zara, no,
Oh, okay.
Zara,
Okay.
Zara,
I have heard of
and
Vera Wang. I don't know about the Zara. That one I don't know.
well, that's because you don't know ladies'
I
clothing.
don't. I don't. With
Shame
a
on
few
you.
exceptions, with a few little words here and there.
Yes, and it has like a very deep V-neck, and it's a bodysuit, and it's meant to be worn together. And it is not forgiving. You cannot have any pooch on the waist.
I love it.
And
Then that's what we're going for. Okay? So let's get this thing
yes,
done. Here, once again, 1 week away. It's 1
1
week
week.
out of your entire life
Yeah.
of just doing it, just buckling down, resisting the temptation to eat when you get hungry, and just simply doing it. Because once it's done, it's done. Everything, our whole conversation changes at that point. Come on. Beginning of the new year, new excitement, new hope, new opportunities. This is when we do it.
Yes.
All right?
I love it.
I love it too. All right, let's do it. Okay?
Dr. Lewis, I can't thank you enough
I just
for giving me the dream, for letting me see the dream that is like what makes every person happy, Like,
Well, I love it.
does a woman really need much more than to be able to look in the mirror and say, ah, I am absolutely stunning,
I love that.
gorgeous,
I love it.
perfect.
Yep.
Like who needs anything more?
I love that. I love it. I love it. That's exactly what we're going for. But also, most importantly, I mean, obviously, from a physician standpoint, I'm also targeting your health, right? And the beautiful
Yes.
thing is the two go hand in hand. With
Yep.
perfect appearance comes perfect health. It's just the way we're designed. That's the doing of God, who put the two
Yes.
together. Said if you really want to live an extraordinary life, I'm giving you that possibility, that potential, right, to live an extraordinary life where you're also going to maximize your health. But you need to know how to control get to your ideal weight and know how to stay there. That's your responsibility. I'll provide you with the ability to maximize your health, your longevity, if you can get there. But your responsibility is to get there. But with this program, you will get there and stay there nearly effortlessly. And every day you feel like you're going out onto the playground and you're just having fun. You're
That's
just
what it feels
playing.
like.
And that's the way it feels like even to me 15 years later having lost weight. I'm a guy, right?
Wow.
So, I mean, I'm just saying it's every day you will feel so good, so alive that, well, I don't know if you'll not, I mean, obviously you're not going to be talking about weight loss all day to everybody you meet, but I mean, I do. And
A
so,
lot of people ask me.
and I still talk about it. So are you getting a lot of comments?
Yeah, well, I'm an optometrist and I see like 10 patients a day or whatever. And I wear very cool things to
I love
work.
it. I love it.
Not like anything I showed you, but
I mean, just
like
professional,
very,
but really, really cool.
yes, very
Love it.
cool and very like body con
Love it.
style. And patients come in and they're like, okay,
It looks
you
good.
have to share your
That's right.
secrets. I'm
Here's the
like,
other thing.
gladly.
Let me ask you a question. Do you own your own company or do you work for a company?
I'm the doctor partner inside an optical that I don't own.
Okay. Uh, From a strictly marketing standpoint or business standpoint, being really thin promotes your business, right? So people are going to come to you.
Yeah,
There's
I think
something
it
about,
does.
I mean, people will look at you. I don't know. Do you wear glasses yourself?
I do.
Okay. So people are going to see you in glasses and they're going to flock to you because they want to have your look. Now
Yeah,
you're
that's
sitting there
true.
selling the glasses, saying, you know what, it's all the glasses. It's not anything else. It's just the glasses. That's what you're
Right.
telling them. But
That's
in
so true.
reality, it's all you. It's just like when you buy clothing. When you see clothing on a model, that
Right.
that sweater looks so good, you just got to have it. You don't really realize that it's the model that makes that sweater look so good. But
Right.
people just assume it's the sweater, right? So in your case, they're going to come to you because they've got to have your glasses. Because for some reason, your glasses look unbelievable on you. And it isn't the glasses. You and I know that. It's you.
Hmm.
But again, there's tremendous marketability that comes from being thin, ideally being perfectly thin. So there's another benefit, right?
Yeah,
Again,
absolutely.
1 week away. 1 week away. Okay?
Wow.
Let's get this thing done.
It's like winning the lottery.
It
That's
is.
what it feels like.
It is. And it's going to be fun. And here's the other great thing, okay? You're going to lose this weight and be done, done, done. And you're going to wake up every morning wanting to go to work, wanting to,
Dress up
promote the
in a new
business and
dress.
do all the things that you do. I mean, you'll obviously love, your optometry, but I'm just saying you're going to love it all. So it's going to be fun. I don't know. I'm excited.
I'm always excited
I love it.
to do, to go to work. Because like in regular clothes, I look amazing. I look perfect right now. I just know that it's not the finish line
That's right.
because there are some dresses that I wouldn't ever wear to work anyway that I know don't look perfect at this time.
Well, let's
So
make them perfect. Let's make it all perfect.
yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
1 week away.
Yep.
All right. I'm
Thank you, Dr.
excited. It's the
Lewis.
new year. Thanks so much for coming. because this was a great conversation to start the new year off. I think it's fantastic. I also hope maybe next week
I'm
somebody who
gonna
has a lot
measure.
of,
I'm gonna measure my waistline with you
okay,
on the chat, and
beautiful. You know what? This is also going to be very informative because we know your weight and we know your waistline. I want to see exactly how much your waistline goes down with however much weight you lose by next week. Okay, so it's going to be very
okay,
informative for everybody.
right. Because
But I also
like
hope you're
I know that it's 69 centimeters right now.
perfect. Perfect. No, let's just
Mm-hmm.
redo it all next week.
Right.
Then for everybody who's watching here, who Ina's your inspiration. Also, I would like to see you here next week, hopefully, so we can start fresh. We can get started on this extraordinary journey and end up here, right? Because I can't help you if I can't talk to you. And I just really think correct me if I'm wrong, Ina, but I think there's something extra motivating or inspiring by speaking with me directly, right? Because I can work.
Oh my God.
So
Like for sure,
for sure.
there's
Thanks so much.
a world of difference between being with you on the chat and going it alone. It's
when
a
you're watching,
huge difference.
when you're watching these chats, you feel like, well, gosh, I'm hearing it all, so I'm getting it all. But again, it's not personalized to you, whoever you are, right? So there is a tremendous advantage to coming on here live. So hopefully next week we'll see somebody else as well.
I hope so too.
But I cannot wait to see you. And to get your weights. And I cannot wait to hear what the finish line feels like from you. I just can't wait. How are your daughter doing? How's the family doing?
How's
your husband doing?
He's skiing in Russia and he's in Moscow visiting his cousins and he is so happy.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I just got back from a skiing trip with my kids.
Oh, you did? Oh, I
we
saw
went
that
to Salt
on
Lake City.
Instagram.
Yeah,
oh, I love Salt Lake City. That is such a great place.
Actually, not Salt Lake. It was Parks. It was Park City, near Salt Lake.
Yeah, of course. I wanted to tell you that I have a kind of a new hobby, which goes right along with being thin.
Okay.
I used to play classical guitar, which is a little boring.
Beautiful.
And I've always wanted to play like electric guitar, rock and roll, and sing. And I've been taking lessons for about a month. I would call them rock and roll lessons. That's what I would call them.
Wow.
And and so my teacher is a performer, and so I just get all dressed up in like rock and roll clothes when I go to my lesson once a week.
I love it.
And
I love it.
like you can't be overweight if you
want
to be on stage and sing. I don't know if that's ever going to happen, that I'm going to be on stage and sing.
Go for it.
But I love the idea. And if it happens, great. If not, then I'll just be, practicing in a studio. And
I hope it does happen. I hope it does happen. I mean, I do. I think it'd be fantastic. And wow.
Yeah.
You just put together a perfect package. I think it'd be brilliant. So you play the guitar?
Badly, yes.
You sing well?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't sing well, of course, but I want to sing well, and I'm practicing.
And keep working on it.
And there are lots of songs that I'm very enthusiastic about. So that's a big part of like becoming good at something, or like discovering your own voice, which is a big thing to do.
It's also what gives your voice its own unique character, which is really important. And that's what is so attractive, is listening to a unique characteristic about a certain particular person's voice. So yeah. So that's it.
Cool.
I love it. All right.
Me too. Thank you, Doc.
No, it's been great. It's been a lot of fun. Again, I'm so looking forward to next week.
Me too.
Please do it. Just do it. Just get it done.
Do it.
Okay?
Do it. Yep.
All
right. Cool.
All right.
Thank
Good.
you so much, Doctor. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. And then we'll see you next week.
Okay. Great. Wonderful. Thank you.
Okay. You bet.